Hey, what's up, everyone? How you doing? It's me, Mr. Forecast Killer. So I've got some interesting OLED experiments that I've been doing lately, and I haven't been done this in a while. I haven't been tweaking my OLED with the Xbox One X in quite a long time. So I picked Forza Motorsport 7. I was like, let me start playing Forza Motorsport 7. I haven't played this game in a while. Maybe it's time that I go ahead and do some tweaking in terms of picture settings. So here's what I have come up with. Here's the thing, guys. Cold blue tone of color. I want to talk about a tone of color. One of the biggest problems with cold blue tone of color is that blue color, the blue light, first of all, it's not good for your eyes. That's number one. It's not comfortable to your eyes. It can give migraines. You guys can look this up. That blue light can actually give you a headache. That's why they have these filters that remove the blue light and keep everything warmer. Now, you don't want to max out your warm tone of color and just move the warm color temperature all the way high to the maximum. You have to do it gradually. You have to make sure that it's added to a certain amount that it's feasible for your eyes. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to show you basically, and here's a perfect example right here with the black and white and blue and the orange, yellow skies. So let me use my controller and let me show you basically what I'm doing. As you can see, I'm using a cinema home picture mode. Now there's going to be there's going to be a little bit of an input lag. It's not going to be a terrible input lag. Remember that the trade-off here is the quality. I want you guys to have a quality. Okay, that's why you bought this TV. That's why you have all it, because you want to have that quality. Now, there's going to be a little bit of a higher than normal input lag. It's not like terrible input lag. It's not to the point where you can't play it. All right, but there's going to be a slightly higher input lag, not too much. Okay, it's playable. I wouldn't recommend this if it wasn't playable. So let me show you basically what I've got going on here. I got my OLED light to 100, my contrast to 100, got my brightness to 50, got my sharpness to 20, got my color to 64. You're going to say, well, why do you have your color to 64? Well, because I want the color to pop a little bit more with this warm tone of color, because I'm using a little bit of of a warmth of tone of color. There's more warm color tone coming out, and because of that, I want to crank up a little bit more of vibrant colors, so that way not everything looks too yellowish. And here's the important part: the color temperature, I left it at W34, warm 34. This is the important part. And you're going to say, don't you think maybe this is too high? Believe me, it's not too high. You can still see the difference between the blue sky and the dark blue sky and the green and the yellow. And you're going to experience this when you start messing around with these settings, when you start doing this, what I want you to do on this video is, I don't want you to just look at this video. I want you to use these settings, guys. The reason I'm doing this video is not to show you, hey, look, this is the holy grail. No, I'm experimenting, but I want you to use these settings. Remember, that's the whole purpose of this video. It's for you to use these settings. Listen, if you don't like these settings, remember, like I always said, you can just go back to your default settings. You don't have to use mine. All right. But I think you should at least try this out. It doesn't cost you anything. I'm not charging you money. I think you should give it a try. That's That's the way I'm looking at it. That's my whole perspective here. And I think you guys will probably agree when you try these settings that this is better than what you would expect, you know. Here, let me adjust my low light here a little bit. There we go. So keep the warm color at 34. Another important aspect, guys, and this is another important part I want you to do. Go to the advanced controls, turn the dynamic contrast off, guys. You don't need this. Turn this filter off. Turn everything off here. All dynamic color off, dynamic contrast off. Turn these two off. Just keep this on, dynamic tone mapping. Now, color gamut, you can keep it on extended or wide. I always keep it on extended. It's the same thing, okay? Meaning they're using more wider color spectrum of gamut, meaning that there's gonna be more spectrum of color popping on the screen. So I keep it an extended. So turn the dynamic color off, because if you turn this on, you're gonna oversaturate too much of color. And turn dynamic contrast off. You're gonna crush your white levels. So turn dynamic contrast off and turn dynamic color. Just leave a dynamic tone mapping so you can squeeze more of that bright light from the OLED. And this, again, the most important part is the color temperature, 34. The motion flow, if you're gonna use it, use the smooth motion flow. If you need to use it, use the smooth motion flow. This seems to work pretty well. Now, please keep in mind, there's gonna be a little bit of input lag, slightly higher input lag, but it's not unplayable, okay? And here, I'll show that to you right now. I'm gonna go back to the game and you'll see it. I mean, it's not that bad. So I want you guys to try these settings and let me know what you think. Let's go to a photo mode again really quick here. So I want you guys to check these settings out and let me know if you like it or not. Give it a try. I think you should give it a try. I just want you guys to give it a try. That's all. Give it a try, and I don't think you will be disappointed. So I haven't done those videos in a while. I figure maybe it's time that I do this. And also keep in mind, it is difficult for you to judge this video simply by looking at this screen. What you're seeing here, it's not what I'm seeing with my own two eyes. So I want you guys to try these settings and let me know what you think. All right, so there you have it. I hope you guys like it. And I'm really curious to see how this Forza 7, Forza 8 gonna look with real-time ray tracing with the Xbox Series X. I'm really looking forward to PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X so I can get back to doing what I'm doing the best. And that's, of course, besides the live streaming, and that's tweaking the picture settings, tweaking the picture settings and trying to give you guys my my recipe. You should give it a try. Give it a try. You got nothing to lose. If you don't like it, don't use it. Go back to your default settings. But I think you should give these settings a try. All right. Well, there you have it. Thank you for watching, guys. Appreciate it. Have a good one, though.